105-degree heat and announced to the whole crowd that I was too sweaty and gross to be a real princess. I instantly clenched my fists because I'd been baking in a velvet ball gown all morning and I wanted to give her a piece of my mind. But when I looked at her daughter, she whispered, "I didn't even get to show you the curtsy bow that I practiced." So while her mom called for the manager, I kept my hands folded and my smile on because I couldn't be the one who made her magical day even worse. A manager in a red polo jogged over, but the mom spun on him before he could open his mouth. Do you know what it took to get here? 3 years on a Make-A-Wish list? 3 years? She jabbed a finger at her daughter who was now curled up on the curb, waiting for all this to be over. She has leukemia. This is her last good summer, and your princess won't even stop sweating for long enough to smile at her and make this trip worth our time. My smile dropped, and my manager asked if I wanted to take the rest of the day off, but I shook my head because I knew exactly what to do. I knelt down until the girl and I were eye to eye, then reached up and pulled the blonde wig off my head to show I was bald underneath. The whole line went silent, and the mom's hand flew up over her mouth. I looked the girl in the eyes. I sweat like this because my body never cooled down after my chemo. I had what you have. I know what it's like to sit in that hospital bed and wait for the one day when everything finally feels okay. Her mom sank down onto the curb with both hands over her mouth, shaking, and the same crowd she'd just turned against me was looking at her now. But her daughter wasn't looking at any of them. She was looking at me, smiling for the first time since she got in line. Mommy, she's the realest princess here. I took my phone camera out to take our photo together. No, you are. A mom yanked her daughter out of my Cinderella photo line in 105-degree heat and announced to the whole crowd that I was too sweaty and gross to—
Oh, hello. This way. What? Why? I didn't do that many bad things. Hey, I was always kind to people and tried to bring out their best qualities. And don't let anybody drag you down. So trust yourself and go after what you were meant to do.
Thanks. I needed to hear that.
And I was an organ donor. I got 3 livers, 13 kidneys, and 6 hearts, making a grand total of—
Right, that was you. Oh my god. I mean, there's one good thing that you did.
I hope you have a nice day.
Thanks, you too.
Actually, I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that. Sorry. I don't like you.
Wow.
Okay, but I always help people cross the road, for example.
Yes, but they were all usually in body bags.
Okay, but they still get to the other side though.
But where I would end up.
If you're still relying on your—
I'm not stupid. I know that not everybody likes me, and that's totally fine, but I haven't told you guys about my biggest hater of all time. The person that tried to thwart me from the beginning was none other than— me. It was me. It was Smokey Me. I was, and still am, top 5 haters of all time. I am all 5 of them. Because I went back to watch my super old videos, and the top comment on several of them is me leaving my own hate comments. And honestly, I think I was onto something with that, because there's no bigger hater than the hater within. I'm not stupid.
Did you have a good day? Yeah. No, shut up. A good day? Yes. No, shut up.
So I thought it was my day off when I—
We were sitting in the living room watching Shark Tank when my daughter looked at me and said, Mommy, I'm gonna be the youngest CEO in the whole neighborhood. The next weekend, she set up a lemonade stand, but instead of mixing regular country time lemonade like every other kid, she came up with a bright idea. She spent the morning in our kitchen, mixing what she called gourmet flavors, watermelon mint, strawberry basil, and something she called lavender honey that actually tasted incredible. She printed labels from our home printer and charged 50 cents more per cup than every other kid on the block. Our neighbor, Mrs. Haggerty, was having a yard sale that weekend. Mia knocked on her door and offered her 10% of her profits to set up in front of her driveway for the foot traffic. She was out there at 7 in the morning with a painted sign and little sample cups for people to try before they bought. She sold out by noon. Saturday afternoon, she recruited 2 neighborhood kids and gave them matching visors. She trained them on how to greet customers and how to make change. By Sunday morning, she was running a 3-person operation from our front yard. That's when the man in the BMW pulled up. He looked at the stand and said he only had Apple Pay. Mia reached under the table and pulled out her dad's portable card reader. She held it up to him and said, "No problem, sir. You can swipe, tap, or contactless. No excuses." His mouth dropped open while a 9-year-old processed his credit card for $3 worth of lemonade. An hour later, a kid 3 houses down set up his own stand. Mia walked over with her biggest smile and said, "Hey Noah, wanna merge? We'd cover way more customers together." Intimidated by her professional setup, he agreed immediately. Within an hour, she'd absorbed his whole operation and put him in charge of what she called their satellite location. By the end of the weekend, she counted everything out on the kitchen table, $217. She looked at her dad and said, "I just made more money than your Starbucks habit costs you in a week." Then she pulled out a notebook and started flipping through pages of profit margins and expense tracking for every flavor. I asked her where she learned about profit margins. She looked at me like it was the most obvious thing in the world. YouTube, Mom. There's tutorials for everything. We were sitting in the living room watching Shark Tank when my daughter...
There's this girl at this pizza place I go to, and one day I was getting a slice and soda. I don't want to be that guy who's like, oh, give me that slice because it has more toppings. So I said I'll have a meat lover slice and let her decide which slice to give me. But instead of slicing the end piece, which is the easiest, she put more work into cutting out the middle slice, which I noticed was one of the bigger pieces. She then said I could pick out a cup of ranch from the fridge if I wanted to, which I never knew I could do that. I could do that? And she nonchalantly said, yeah. The way she said, yeah, like it didn't matter to her at all, was kinda attractive. I'll bring you your slice when it's done heating up. That's interesting, because sometimes they call me over and I have to pick it up at the register. I sat down and was on my phone, and a couple minutes later, she delivered the slice to me. She reheated it, way better than the other workers do. In the past, they made the bottom so well done where it's too crunchy, but it's like she knows me. A couple minutes later, she sat down a couple tables in front of me and went on her break. But there is a partition in front of me, so I could see she was on her break, but only if I lean a little. I got up to throw my trash away, and I walked by her and said, thanks. She looked up at me with this blank expression and nodded her head. Okay, maybe she was just doing her job. There's this girl at this pizza place I go to, and one...
I've been a PC gamer for years, and I just found out you can see...
Okay.
Today I'm gonna trick my girlfriend into eating what? 3 foods that she doesn't like.
But that can't be allowed. Ref, have a word.
First up is ketchup.
Wait, she doesn't like ketchup. Totally justified. Be my guest.
Because it's too sweet and also too tangy.
Sometimes you just have to accept that you're wrong.
Which I think is hilarious.
I'm not laughing.
Because what she doesn't know is that you can make barbecue sauce by adding sugar and vinegar to ketchup.
Oh dear. That's pretty funny.
Which literally makes it sweeter and tangier.
I assume she likes barbecue sauce then.
And Brittany likes barbecue sauce.
Brittany, you make no sense.
This sauce is so good.
Apologize to ketchup.
The second ingredient that I'm tricking Brittany into eating is mint.
Brittany, I take it back. Mint is for toothpaste.
She associates the flavor mint with gum and ice cream.
Toothpaste is like, am I a joke to you?
She thinks it's weird to use mint on savory food.
That's because it is.
These lamb and mint scallion pancake wraps with yogurt sauce and harissa.
Okay, those look banging. Who said that? What?
That's one of the best wraps I've ever had.
What about the mint, Brittany?
And for the third food that I'm tricking Brittany into eating,
please don't be a good food.
I'm gonna be using strawberries.
Strawberry? How can you not like strawberry?
Brittany doesn't really like any berries.
Strawberries aren't even a berry. Bananas are though.
I think that's just because she prefers her sweets in the form of chocolate.
I mean, who doesn't? Do you know what I mean?
I'm making her some brownies that are infused with chocolate chunks and a strawberry jam swirl.
Oh my, how could anyone not like that?
If this video gets 7 likes, Brittany's gonna cook for me.
6 likes and you watching this have to cook for me.
Today I'm gonna trick my girl.
I find it so funny that all anime artists just know what this formation of lines is. I just have to tell you that whenever I see your Kirby drawing, it feels like I'm going to spontaneously combust. How I look on the outside versus how I feel on the inside. I have spent the last 5 minutes laughing at this. Appropriate reaction is appropriate. Look what happened to my dashboard duck. I love him. When you open up your 5th grade sketchbook, is that a reaction image or an example? Yes. Take your smileys from normal to unsettling in one easy step by putting just a little too much effort into the eyes. I can't believe I made you. I can't believe I made you. Do you ever just tried to wipe eraser dust off a tablet screen? Just tried to zoom in on a piece of paper? You all ever just stand or sit like this? Type "my creativity is" and let your keyboard finish the sentence. I find it so funny that all
2 women going up.
Hey, it's me, Jax, from the amazing Digital Circus finale, which, if you've seen it, don't worry about all that. Me and Kane have been workshopping something pretty cool together. Let me show you what we got. Look at this one, we got, me. Pretty handsome guy, isn't he? And we got the noir look. Looking pretty sharp. Cool stuff. We got the,
Ooh, this water is tingly. Oh no, it's acid. Oh. This cereal sucks. Oh god, it's nails. Oh my god, don't cut the rope. I wasn't gonna do it. Good. I mean, no, get off. What's the worst that could happen? So, Sylvia! And I believe that pineapple does not belong on pizza, and if I am wrong, shall a lightning strike me now? Oh, ha! What? Video's over, guys. Nothing's gonna happen anymore. I know what you're thinking. Oh, there's still a number up there. Something's for sure gonna happen. Nope. You can scroll away. Nothing to see here. Scroll away. Nope. 1 second. Hello, Dr. Midler.
Ready to create the room of your dreams? Bring all your room design ideas.
Why do I always feel like I'm in the twilight zone and I always feel like somebody's watching me and I have no...
Here's how you turn a 3D model into a real sheep. First, you throw it into the game, but it doesn't know how to walk yet. So we make some animations, just don't forget to animate the most important. Okay, let's see what we've got. Hold up. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. But they still don't look real, and I don't know why. So I visit my friendly neighborhood sheep and just stare at him, and he stared back. So let's add steering. First we make the net turn, and then we move the head to look at you. Let's see the result. What the f? Here's how you turn a 3D model.
Here are the best websites to use when playing Minecraft. First up,
Everybody says their mom is the best. So that means all of you are liars, except one of you. So tonight at 9 p.m., we're putting all the moms in a Coliseum fight to the death to see whose mom really is the best. Send this to your mom to sign her up for tonight's Coliseum.
It's not that deep.
Start digging! Dig, 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 dig. Oops, too deep. Climb, 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 climb.
Holy shit, that's space. I can see my blog from here.
Kathy Moonjoy.
It's not that deep.
Start digging!
Level 500 VIP, this is your exclusive presidential suite. Level 100, not bad. You'll stay in the standard single room on the 748th floor.
How much longer till we get there, man?
Look who's asking! If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have to climb all this way up in the first place!
It's boiling hot! How's anyone supposed to stay here? I demand a luxury private room!
You're just a measly level 5 noob. The AC external machine room on the 8000 flare is all you're good
Just
for.
you wait and see! This is the...
To get on a roller coaster, you used to hearing a click when you put the shit over your head. That's how you know you locked in. Ha ha! Yeah! Let's go! Locked and loaded, I'm ready. In Japan, it wasn't no click. They put the shit over me, I could still move it. I was like, you, I ain't got no click. My click, I ain't got no click. You. I looked down my row with some Japanese people in the aisle. I was like, yo, I ain't got no clip. This lady took a camera out, started taking pictures. I was like, no, this ain't the time for that. This is not the time for that. This is serious.
This toaster is broken. Why push this down? Doesn't work. Have you tried turning it off and on? Yes, I have. I think it's...
I went to leave the house, but my boyfriend blocked the door. Where are you going? I told him out to see my friends, but he shook his head. How can I trust you're not cheating on me? I walked around him and left, but while driving to the cafe, I got an alert on my phone. Unknown AirTag detected traveling with you. I instantly freaked out because I had a stalker 2 years ago. I pulled over, and when I searched my car, I found the AirTag in the fabric of the purse my boyfriend gave me 6 weeks ago. My heart sank, but I didn't want to believe it was him because he knew what the stalker did and knew that I still struggled to sleep at night due to my fear of being followed. He wouldn't do that, but the next morning, I told my boyfriend I needed to house sit for my parents, so I'd be gone for a few days. He instantly grabbed my arm. No, how do I know you're not just going to bring guys over? I promised him I wouldn't, and basically ran out. I drove to the nearby loading dock and stuck the AirTag on the underside of a truck that would be traveling and coming back here in 4 days' time. Then I went to my parents and told them I wanted to stay over for a few days. My boyfriend instantly texted me, "Where are you? Just making sure you got there safe." I replied, "At my parents." But over the next few days, he kept asking had I gone anywhere else and calling at 3 a.m. asking if I was sure I was at my parents' house. I told him he knows questions like that freak me out because of my stalker. He instantly reassured me he was just checking to make sure I'm safe and said he'd never do anything like that. But on the third night, I looked outside and saw him sneaking around, trying to see if I was there. He was becoming my stalker, the thing he knew I feared most in the world. After the few days, I went back to the loading dock, grabbed the AirTag, and drove home. My boyfriend's jaw was tight. "Where have you been?" I told him my parents' house, but his face went red red, and he was pacing. You're lying. I know you've been with someone. I know you were traveling. I looked at him. And how exactly do you know I've been traveling? His face went from red to white immediately. I asked again, and he broke down. He admitted he put the AirTag in my purse because he thought I was out of his league and would cheat on him. He dropped to his knees and cried, "You're the only good thing that ever happened to me. Please don't leave me." I looked down at him. You're so insecure, you became the exact monster I was afraid of. You're never gonna find me again. I dropped the AirTag down on him and walked out.
So what did you tell Santa you wish